Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. I wanted to get one more quick video out there. I'm going to be going on holidays in the next, very soon in the next day or so, depending when I get this uploaded. But I did want to get one more video out there, trying to close out my first year in the VC, 2015. Looking forward to 2016. It's been great getting to know some of you guys. Thanks to everybody who I've gotten to meet first of all. Check out your channels. And thanks for checking out mine and watching my videos and subscribing and just thanks to everybody. It's been really awesome. And I kind of started this channel on a whim and didn't really know how it was going to go. Thought maybe like 6 people would watch, and it's gone far beyond that. So thank you guys. You guys are awesome. You know that. All right, I got a kind of a grab bag of things to show you that I thought I'd get out there before the end of the year. First off, I've got some VCLT here from Steve over at Vinyl Therapy and Audio, which if you haven't checked out his channel yet, by all means do so. I'll put a link in the comments. What can I tell you about Steve? He's puts out a lot of great comments. I see just fantastic comments from him in all kinds of videos. And just check out his channel. Music is not just a hobby for him. Music and audio is a passion. And he's a hell of a nice guy. So, without further ado, I will do a live opening. I have pre-opened this. I have not looked inside. So we will see what we got here. I'm looking forward to this. Alright, so we've got a note here. I'll read that in a moment. And this is kind of what I figured. Afro-Latin Soul Ethiopian Quartet. This is Ethio Jazz. We were talking about this in the comments of one of your videos there, Steve. I remember this. That is so nice. That is going to be awesome, man. I really appreciate that. That is awesome. Awesome. I've never checked out any Ethiopian jazz. I'm looking forward to that for sure. Just make sure I haven't missed anything here. Alright, Steve, that's awesome. Merry Christmas to you. That is terrific. My camera keeps sliding down here. Alright, getting into a few finds here. I picked up some Wax Poetics magazines. They're through a tip on the VC Facebook page, actually. They're on sale for the holidays. I think some of them might still be on sale if you guys want to check it out. I grabbed a few of them. Got the War issue. Latin issue. Some of these go back to like 2007, but I never see these up here, even on the bookstores with the best periodical and magazine shelves. We just don't seem to see it up here anymore. I'm not sure who that guy is. Mandro, Mayfield, Sly Stone, Shaggy. So I'm all set for some reading for my trip. Now, my last video, the Canadian reggae one, I want to thank everybody once again for the response to that. I'm really, really blown away. It was something I just really wanted to do for myself. I didn't really know how interesting it was going to be to anybody else in the VC. It was a bit more full-on reggae nerd than I usually try and go, but been really blown away by all the views and comments. And I was talking a little bit about my buddy Kevin that put together those Canadian reggae compilations for Light in the Attic. And I put a note in the comments, but while I was uploading that video, his last project, which this has been shown in the VC, I haven't shown it yet, Native North America. This is from Light in the Attic Records. This is a massive project. He spent 5 years working on this, plus I think 10 years before that just collecting the records, finding out about all the artists and stuff. And it is a 3 LP box set. See that there. That's the front. It's also out on CD, and this huge booklet that he wrote with all the information about all the artists. And it was a very important project for him to do. Probably the highlight of his career so far. Like I said, he's done the Canadian reggae ones. He did the liner notes for the Rodriguez LP reissues on Light in the Attic. He went down to Detroit and interviewed him, and did a Motown Mo West compilation. Put out the Thin Lizzy debut album that Light in the Attic put out a little while ago. I think that was his last project before this one. But this is definitely the most important that he's done so far in terms of the overall social importance that it's taken on, the response that it's gotten. And the news came through just as I was uploading that last video that this has been nominated for a Grammy for Best Historical Album 2016. So kudos to him. It's been a whirlwind of media excitement. He was on the local CBC News that night talking about it. So looking forward to that. Whichever way it turns out, it's a win. Okay, on to a few records I want to get out there. I'm just going to run through these pretty quickly. I think most of them are pretty well known to the VC. Thrift finds. This one's for you, Trish. Steel Band Music of the Caribbean. Kind of a sucker for these things. Not a huge fan of the steel band sound, but there's some bass and drum on here too, which funks it up a bit, which is the way I like it. And these ones actually were from that store I've talked about before, where usually there's nothing. Like 9 times out of 10 you'll go in and it's just terrible records, but if you do find something, it tends to be something really unusual and interesting, and that's the case with these. This was the latest one, Les Gypsies de Pétionville. The album's called Haiti. Don't have a year on this one. I'm guessing 70s. That's on the Ebo label. And this, as you can guess, is a Haitian group. They play a style of music called compas, which is kind of a blend of Latin and African rhythms, derived from merengue. And the lyrics are all in Creole there. And I also found this one, Mesa Bantu. I have no information at all on this one. There's no listing on Discogs for it. That's the label there. It appears to be an Italian pressing from the language on the back. Possibly a bit of a religious lyrical content here. I see Maria, Madre de Jesu, that kind of thing. But basically the music is just like traditional African vocals, a bit of percussion. Very nice listen, actually. And the thing is like screaming mint. And some record store cheap bin finds. Traveling Wilburys, Volume 3. I have that on CD, but I've never seen the vinyl before. Anders and Poncia album. This is from 69, I think, 68 or 69. Warner Brothers. They were a songwriting duo. They had been in the Trade Winds group that did that song New York is a Lonely Town. And then they put out that album. A little bit of psych on that album, but it's good. It's not great. They didn't quite have a convincing on-record personality as performers. Al Wilson, Searching for the Dolphins. It's a Johnny Rivers production on his label Soul City. This includes The Snake, which was a bit of a hit on the northern soul scene. And it was kind of okay, a bit Lou Rawlsy, supper clubby. A lot of covers of songs by Jim Webb, By the Time I Get to Phoenix. Fred Neil, the title track. Willie Hutch. Holland, Dozier Holland. Burt Bacharach. And actually, it's one of those records where it's sort of okay, and then the very last song on here is like, yes, that's what I want to hear. And it's a song called Brother, Where Are You? Which was just awesome. I'll put a link in the comments below. Tim Hardin, 4. This one was kind of an unusual one. Traffic, Shootout at the Fantasy Factory. I don't think I've ever really seen this around too much. I didn't even recognize the cover. I had to look at the record to see what it was. And I guess it's OG, an early island label there. Cover is a little beat up. Vinyl's pretty good shape. Traffic really liked these weird die-cut album covers, didn't they? Not a big fan myself. Pogues, Red Roses for Me. I think that's their debut. Cover looks like it had a bit of water damage or something, but otherwise is in pretty good shape. And it is UK pressing on stiff from 1984, I think. John Lennon, Walls and Bridges. Boop. Another weird packaging design there. And that one is on Apple. It's, I think I have all of his 70s records, but that was one I didn't have for some reason. Ralph McDonald, The Path. Kind of a jazz, funk, disco drummer. Really cool gatefold artwork there. Bit of a concept album in some sense. Side one is one long track called The Path, I guess, tracing the journey of his ancestors. Another one I was really surprised to find in the cheap bins. This was like $4 or something. Bill Haley and the Comets, Rock Around the Clock. And that is original, or at least very old Decca label. This is from 1955. It's really nice shape. Not much more to say about that. Birth of Rock and Roll right there. And I'm not a huge Zappa fan, but I got a few things by the Mothers. So I came up on these in the cheap bins. Burnt Weenie Sandwich. There. That's on the tan reprise. We always have that debate. How's it pronounced? That one, and this one was the most expensive one. Hot Rats. I've seen this one shown in the VC. I think the last one, James Buttery showed it and played a few needle drops, which kind of got this on my radar. So I was happy to score that. Same label. Yeah, these, if you only know them from the Mothers, kind of a scatological, kind of anti-pop material. This is these two albums are quite a different beast. Very jazz influenced, very improvisational. Really, really good actually. I might be coming around to the cult of Zappa yet. So other than that, I was going to show you guys a few Christmas records that I've been starting to pull out and getting in the spirit. Johnny Nash, Prince of Peace. Real cool lenticular cover there. It shows up on camera or not. And Jad, this is like late 60s as well. I didn't even know they could do that kind of thing then. Got like 2 copies of that one. I found a sealed one and then I found a opened one for myself. Rotary Connection, Peace, the great Minnie Riperton. On Cadet Concept, of course. Now, of course, you know I gotta show some reggae, right? Reggae Christmas albums, you say? Yard Style Christmas. Santa's bogarting something there. Got Joe Gibbs label. Great lineup of artists on here. Trinity, Barrington Levy. Yeah, Dean Fraser. Who else is on here? Yeah. All-star lineup. Another one. Reggae Christmas. It's kind of a funny looking Christmas tree on the cover there. Another one on the Joe Gibbs label. He's a particular offender with these kind of albums. Much the same kind of lineup of artists. But the best reggae Christmas album is this one. It's from 1978. Natty Christmas. The late Jacob Miller, along with the DJ Ray I, carrying the swing on the DJ parts. That one's on the top-ranking international label. Jacob Miller was the original singer for Inner Circle. Later went on to do the Bad Boys theme song for the Cops TV show. He was killed in a car crash in 1980, at which time he was rival to Bob Marley in terms of popularity. Oh, and a couple more. And you know it's not Christmas without South Soul Orchestra. Christmas Jollies. Those are some fun funk and disco. Alright guys, that's about it for me. Like I said, I'm off on holidays. Apologize if it's really dark here. Light is not too good today. It's raining and gray out. But I'm off on holidays. I'll be out of touch for a couple, 3 weeks probably. I might be able to be checking out you guys' videos. I hope to stay in touch on the Facebook side of things, but this will be it for me for videos until January. So I want to wish everybody in the VC a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thanks you guys for making it an awesome first year. You guys have blown me away. Rob from Boston, you rock. Fishman, of course, buddy. Who else? Steve from Vinyl Therapy and Audio. Thanks for the VCLT. Trish Mullins, you're the queen of the VC. Love you to bits. And yeah, keep rocking, guys, and I will check you in 2016. Peace.